is sharing with you principles of success, what I did to get over. Now, when you do that, you got to expect the haters to come. Because here they come now. See, you can't make a decision to do right, to do better, to want more, to get more, and don't have haters. You got them on your job now. Go get a promotion. Here come the haters. Go down there and put in for extra overtime. Here come the haters. Because you're just trying to better your position. Do anything. Go change your hair. Here they come. Here they come. But when haters come, they're a good thing too. They validate you. Haters now prove that you're doing something. You are now validated. If you have no haters, it's because you ain't doing nothing. That's what I learned. If you ain't trying to change and be better, it ain't nothing for them to talk about. Because if you're going to stay the same, then they cool with you because you right there with them. Haters validate you, and they're going to come at an angle you ain't ready for. Me and my wife been dealing with something, and when you get a hater that come from an angle that you don't know how to handle it, you don't want to, that's when you got to be still. But see, then there's a scripture that says something, there it is. See, now this one, I'm going to be honest with you, lead it up. I just learned this one. This is the part of my life where I had to learn this one. Yeah. The part that I learned was I don't really deform in Israel, all that. Okay, just go down to 2. When you're getting hated on and you're in a place where it's hurting you and it's cutting you up bad, you'll pass through the waters and I'll be with you. If you go through the river, you understand? He ain't gonna let it drown you, overtake you. And if you walk through the fire, you ain't gonna get burned. Nor will you get set ablaze. But here is the part you got to keep in mind. It did not say that it wasn't going to get real hot in the room. Didn't say you wasn't going to get real uncomfortable. You wasn't going to need a whole lot of water. You ain't got to get burned for heat to be unnecessary. Sometimes it's just been out there so long it's just hot. You don't feel like it no more. I was sick of getting talked about. Sick of it. But it just kept on. But what I learned was that Bible verse right there. Because Bishop Kenneth Ulmer sent it to me. In the middle of all my stuff, when my wife was just crying, he said, look, man, it's going to be you're going to get through it. It's going to be a tight squeeze, though. But you can walk through the water and he'll be with you. You can come through the river and you won't get overturned. You're going to walk through the fire and you won't get burned and you won't get set ablaze. I learned that. So when you start preparing to move and to change, you got to understand that part coming with it. It's the haters. I'm going to move on because there's a time limit and there's a couple of things I want to do. So I'm trying to get to the right one for you. Okay, this one right here. This is the other one I learned because Bishop Jakes taught me this one. Now, when you're going through something, Steve, and tell the people this on the radio, in order to go to the next level, to the next dimension, you have to break through the glass ceiling. But in breaking through a glass ceiling, there's going to be some bloodshed. This is the part I really did not like. It was the bloodshed part. And the blood that you're shedding is usually something from your past. Because in order to move on, move up, you always got to get rid of something from your past. The blood you shed is something from your past, because everybody got something in their past they don't want out. Well, once it get out, it's out. They can't tell it on you but one time. That's the fire part. That's when you feel like you on fire when they telling it. And you just bleeding. You don't know what's you got so many holes on you, you can't stop it. But you ain't catching on fire though. He ain't gonna put more on you than you can bear. You ain't gonna die. You gonna be fine. But guess what? If you stay still, let me do it for you. Fight your battles. Remember that vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. If you can hold that, let me do it for you. When I crash you through this ceiling, you ain't gonna believe you, man. Bishop told me one time, he said, oh, man.
All right, Steve. Yeah.
He said, it's like putting a bow and arrow on a bow. He said, you got to pull it back. He said, sometimes he pull you back so far, everything in you be shaking. Sometimes you got it back so far, man, you can't. Man, you just, man, please. I can't take it no more. Everything on you is trembling. He said, and you feel like you about to break. But he let you go, though. Everybody in your way got it clear. You got to look out. Because he gonna shoot you. You gonna go places you ain't never thought you'd go. Fire you out there like that, man. And last thing I'm gonna tell you is this here. See, now I learned this from Joel Osteen. That's my man. He be texting me. That's my man. God done put some people around me, show me some stuff. He was telling this story. He said, this man that went to heaven, he was walking with Peter down this aisleway, and it was going down this corridor, had a lot of doors on it, and said all these doors had names on it. And he said, Peter, let me ask you something. What's all these doors, these names on? He said, don't worry about it, just go ahead. So he kept walking. He messed around, he saw one of them doors and had his name on it. He said, whoa. He said, hey, Peter, this here ain't got my name on it. Something I need to know? He said, man, don't worry about that. You here now. Just go on in there and talk to him. See what he said, no, I want to know what's in the door. He said, you sure you won't see what's in the door? He said, yeah. So he opened up the door. It was a warehouse. It had numbered shelves on it. And in the shelves had nothing but packages. And all the packages had his name on them. And he said, what is all these boxes? He said, that's all of the blessings. All of the things God wanted to ship to you. But number one, you didn't ask him for it. Then number two, you didn't believe you would have it. Then you doubted him. And then you felt like you wasn't worthy. And so now all these boxes is up here. Now the man standing there wishing he had never even been in the room. And I started thinking, I got some dudes that work for me. And I said, I want you to do this graph for me. And that's what I'm finna show you now. See, what happened is, when God sends your package, he only sends it to one street. That's Faith Street. You got to stay in faith. You can't move off of Faith Street. You can't get on Doubted Drive. You can't be over there and start doubting it, because your package gonna go right on by. You can't lose your faith and get on not meant to be way, because your package is going to keep going right on by. Because the package just go to Faith Street. You can get your little feelings hurt, I ain't worthy. Guess what? Your package going to keep going right on by. You have not because you ask not. Then you sit up here and start feeling sorry for yourself. You go over on pity way, your package keep going right on by. If you stay right on Faith Street, don't ever come off, because the blessing is coming. If you wait on it, here it comes. It may not come when you want it, but it's on time. But if you get up and you move off of Faith Street, your box gonna get sent back to sender. And now you're gonna have a warehouse with a bunch of boxes with your name on it that you didn't never get. And I don't know about you, but I want everything he got for me. If he got something for me, I need all of mine. Because I don't know about you, but God lay you out, man. God will give you stuff. Man, he done took me places I ain't never thought I was going to go. I done seen parts of the world I never even thought I could go to. He done gave me stuff. He done put people in my life. God will do it for you, man. But you just got to stay, man. Use these principles of success. Understand, God is just that way. He'll lay you out. Because if he can lay me out, see, if he fix me, and change me and get me over here trying to do better. I ain't perfect. I'm just trying to do better. I still say some stuff I ain't supposed to say. You understand? I ain't got it all together yet. I just got in the gate. I'm a new kind of Christian, but ain't no lock on my gate either. So if you see, once you check me, I'm probably gonna check you back. But I'm getting better at that. I don't know how to love my enemies yet. I'm getting better at it though. But it's a process. And the more times we can make people understand that it's a process, the more people can come in. And y'all people that have been good to me, that have been praying for me. I mean, man, my mama, if she could see me now, I just wish my mama could see me. Because she been praying for this here all her life. Watch my son. Well, he done watched me, mama. And I'm cool now. And my philosophy is very simple. I was who I was, but I am who I am. And I'm cool with both them people. Because who I was wasn't that bad a cat. I made some mistakes, but I've been changed a little bit, and it's still a process. And the more people that you invite into the process, the better this is. Because ain't nobody perfect no-how. So I really appreciate y'all, man, hearing me and listening to me. I'm going to ask Kirk Franklin if he will come out and do a benediction or something. And thank you, man. Thank you.
So glad you've been with us.